Good evening. We are back. These Urban Times Live Hip Hop Daily presents Sideline Stories in the building. Your man Terrell,
Craig,
Brandon.
Good to see you, gentlemen. Good to see you, gentlemen. Now, you two, you know, we've been off for a few weeks, and you know, you two, great guys. Not too long ago, we're talking about Bama and LSU. We've been talking about it all year, to be quite honest with you. Been talking about it all year. I mean, hey, dog, you know, it's only right. And I mean, someone has a big Kool-Aid smile on their face right now. So what happened to those Tigers, man? What happened to those LSU Tigers?
You got the teeth ripped out.
We were hoodwinked, bamboozled, ran astray, run amok.
Y'all ran astray, all right?
Shut up. Okay,
You didn't run into
you
your
don't
end
need to talk about
zone.
nobody running. Okay.
Hey.
Until you get anywhere near bowlers.
Hold on, we ain't talking about them right now. We talking about you.
Look,
Shout out to Florida State. We chilling. We talking about LSU, not FSU.
LS who?
LS Boo.
Oh,
We gonna lose today.
y'all
this
finished?
for the state of Louisiana. Hold this L in that boot. Hold that L.
Y'all finished?
I mean, y'all finished.
Y'all just finished.
We ain't finished. We still about. I told you, there's still hope. You have a slither about this much.
That's about how y'all offense look. About this much.
Well, it's gonna be fun in a few because you two gentlemen placed a little wager,
We sure did.
and we already see you locked and loaded. Well, you came in locked and loaded rather with your Alabama apparel
I'm gonna
on.
put it back on.
Somebody over here has some Alabama stuff in the cut that you guys will see
No,
later on
unfortunately,
in today's show. So that'll be something dope to talk about. But we got a lot of things to talk about. It's great to be back and see you guys. Shout out to H over there in the building.
What's happening?
Our man, Director Amar, a.k.a. Izzy, is in the building as well. We're going to start off today's show how we start off every show around this time with some NBA talk. But we're going to talk a little college basketball in the NBA loop only because this gentleman may be a top 5 pick, a gentleman we're about to talk about. Now, we shoot here. We all live in Atlanta, Georgia right now. So right up the road in South Carolina for the past few years, we've been hearing about Zion. And no, not the joy that Lauryn Hill talks about, but another young man named Zion Williamson. You know, we saw his high-flying aerial dunks and how he just looked like a man-child out there against the high school kids. And now he's a freshman in college. He's playing under Coach K as a member of Duke University, the Duke Blue Devils. Game took place earlier this week in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's kind of a kickoff showcase.
Natty.
Duke took on Kentucky, and it almost seemed like Kentucky decided to stay up in the locker room.
Man. And Kentucky was ranked higher than them.
Kentucky was ranked higher.
I don't see why.
But that goes to show you, that these rankings can be wrong. These experts, a lot of times don't really know what they're talking about. Coach K recently has kind of adopted the modern day one and done philosophy a lot of coaches have taken on, especially John Calipari. So it's kind of funny that at least in this first showdown, because we may see these two teams meet again in the NCAA tournament. It's a great chance we might see them see them go at each other
Not
again.
Duke, Mike Kentucky, not Duke. No.
No, not Duke. You
Of
don't
course
see.
not. No.
What?
I'm a Carolina fan. I'm not cheering for Duke.
I mean, you can be a fan, but you also got to be a realist here
He
now.
was LSU. He wasn't a realist.
You
about
right.
that,
My
so,
bad. You bet on LSU. I'm sorry. I can't take your judgment right.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
You know what? I can let you have that. Well, let you have it. He can't have no competition.
Oh no, we gonna get to them. We gonna get.
I mean,
to them.
we gonna stick to basketball, but if you won a championship in the last 5 years in college football, then we can talk. How you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, I'm doing
Good to
grand.
see you.
You know. Oh.
Oh shit. Well, so we can be down on the hills. Jimbo left us stuck. Now we got Willie. Willie got to get it together. He's gonna be gone too. But we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
I hope
I'm probably gonna lose a bet too and have to give Craig a bottle. But that's life. Right now we focused on you. When it's my turn, then we can focus on me. But Zion, as we were speaking about, the cat looked great. He looked phenomenal out there, not only scoring the ball, rebounding, and facilitating out there. I think a lot of cats have been worried about what he was going to do offensively, his high-flying moves. We see him out there very chiseled, almost looks like a linebacker out there. About 6'7", 6'8", 245 pounds, all muscle.
He looked like Ndamukong Suh. You put him on
Aaron
the court.
Donald,
I about to say.
So what I want to know from you, gentlemen, me personally, and I'm stating it right now, me personally, I think we're going to be watching him next year right up the road at State Farm Arena as a member of the Atlanta Hawks. But we know a top 5 pick. I believe the Hawks will have a top 5 pick next year in next year's NBA 2019 NBA draft.
They look like
they have 3 regardless. They have 3 first round picks. So somehow, some way, they're gonna end up with a top 5 pick, maybe possibly 2. We'll see how that ball rolls. But Zion Williamson, I got him already. 1 game in, I got him as being the number 1 pick in the NBA draft by some team next year.
You found like everybody else, man.
I thought if he would have, if they had the one and not one and done. If high schoolers were able to come into the league, I think he would have been 1 or 2.
Nah, he was way too underdeveloped in terms of like the rest of his game. Like, yeah, he can jump out the gym. He
just didn't showcase that. He didn't just get that game that he had the other night overnight. He's had that. He just didn't need to showcase it against the talent he was playing against.
I mean, if you already want to be honest, he shot 1 jump shot. Okay, so 1 jump. Every day was at the basket. That was it.
He can get to the basket.
We're not going to say that he can't get to the basket, but in the NBA, they're going to really on that. They're going to read that. They're going to take all that away. What you going to do?
So where do you have him falling? Where do you gentlemen?
I mean, he's going to be a top. I mean, they're going to, the big P word is, it's a potential. So they're going to have a top 5. That's not.
Right now, to me, he's like a better version of Julius Randle coming out of college.
The disrespect.
I'm just saying.
Julius is the
man. If you go back and look at Julius, Julius was a problem.
Kentucky, shout out to him. I wish the Lakers would have kept him, but I think he's more developed, has a better all-around game than Julius does.
We'll see. That's why I say he's a better version. But
more athletic version.
Yeah, honestly, I think the big 3 of Duke is going to be in the top 5 anyway.
Okay.
So
Barrett, Reddish,
and Zion. Yeah, I think all 3 of them are going to be in the top 5. So I see it. I don't know if he'll end up here or not, but I see him going top 5.
So just give me off the top of your head. Right now, the Hawks are kind of bottom sellers right now. The Bulls are bottom sellers right now.
Well, the Bulls have enough.
Yeah, the Bulls don't need him. The Bulls don't need him. They got no bigs and they don't need him at all.
Who else?
Phoenix, Brooklyn. Who else stink? Washington right now.
Washington does stink right now.
Washington gonna blow that thing up.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up.
Where can y'all see? Like I said, I see him coming to the Hawks.
The Hawks would be dope because he would be like the second coming to Josh Smith in terms of the highlight factory. It'd be like highlight factory 2.0. It'd be dope.
Both left-handed, both just want to jump. It's not a bad comparison.
I think he's a little more polished than
way
Josh,
more. Josh. Way more polished than Josh.
In terms of like the highlights, that'd be dope. Him and Collins, that'd be dunks for days. But especially with Trey on the perimeter, you got to respect his 3. So I like him here, but
we can always trade to get him as well.
This is true. I don't know. I would like to see him in Phoenix too.
I was just going to say Phoenix.
I'd like to see him in Phoenix
with
too.
Aiden
and Booker. Yeah.
Aiden and Booker. Still got the boy Bridges.
Yeah.
They have a nice little. Young roster.
But if he end up here, I won't be mad at him. I will be buying a jersey, so it's all good.
I ain't going that far, but
Oh, I'm gonna get a jersey. I need a jersey as well. I need a jersey as well. Forgive me.
Listen, the only reason I ain't bought a jersey yet because the way the Hawks going, I don't know who's gonna be on the team next year. So I'm just trying to figure it out.
You know the 3 rookies gonna be there. You know Kev's gonna be there. You know Trey gonna be there. Amari.
I ain't buying no Kevin jersey.
Kevin Horter.
Yeah, Kevin Horter.
Amari. We probably look the same in his jersey.
He had 18 last night, career high so far.
Yeah, he doing.
He look good. But
Trey, no.
Get that number 11 jersey.
I might still get a Dunkage jersey. I don't know.
Get a who?
A Dunkage.
Oh no, don't get that bum.
Who?
Luka.
Luka low-key been balling now.
Yeah, 30 other
He looks like he already been here.
He looks good. Don't get me wrong.
30 other
Only reason I'm saying the bum, like he just wouldn't have fit into the culture here in Atlanta. That's all. Like he could go out into Dallas and whatnot, but being here and he wouldn't have fit into the culture.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel it. But if I'm trying to win, I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if I can't see you walking around Lennox. That's fine.
It's not even a matter of not walking around Lennox. Like,
listen,
you said the fans wouldn't adapt.
If we win, they'll adapt.
Yeah.
If we win, they'll adapt.
I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I mean, I can see who else is about to feed in the league right now. Phoenix, the Hawks, Orlando.
Orlando forever gonna be a bottom feeder.
I was gonna say Memphis, but Memphis is playing well right now. Sacramento playing well right now too.
Shout out to De'Aaron Fox though.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron came here and raised hell.
He definitely did.
First career triple-double.
You know what? I won't be minded if Zion end up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That can you have a?
I don't think they could ever figure that out. I don't know why. They just don't look like they can figure it out.
They just need some more scoring.
He might end up in Cleveland, low key.
Oh, well, Cleveland stank too right now. So you pair him up with him and Colin.
Him, Kevin Love, Colin. Colin gonna have to fight one of them, man. Straight up.
I don't know. Colin will probably know.
Y'all got a whole lot of faith in the local kid.
I'm just saying that's their guy. That's obvious.
They picked him, and yeah, he went to Alabama. I'm just saying the vets, they just talking a whole lot of cash money stuff about the man. So
they ain't lying a little bit for real.
Like you look at y'all record, y'all can't play either. Look like
they stink. They definitely do.
How y'all go to the finals and then next year y'all might not win 15 games?
I mean, you know how.
We know how.
We don't
have headband Braun, so you gonna stank it up. We ain't done.
You ain't got nobody crying to the refs.
Listen,
exactly. You don't have 25 free throws a game either. So
I tell you what, I don't see any of them making the All-Star game.
Nah, that's definitely not happening. That's definitely not. They're not at all.
All-Star game.
There'll be an All-Star game in Cleveland 2022. They'll be there watching.
They'll host it. They'll host the All-Star draft. That's about it.
And LeBron will be back in his house in Akron.
Speaking of All-Star Draft, 2019 All-Star Draft will be right up the road as well. Right up 85 will be in Charlotte. So we're going to take our talents up there.
I mean,
have us a little fun up there.
We can take the show on the road.
In Charlotte. That's something that we're going to need to look into right around Valentine's Day weekend. But some news broke yesterday. We reported it. You know what I'm saying? Had to get it out in these streets. That the All-Star Draft is actually going to be televised.
Hey,
now a lot of people, a lot of reporters, a lot of players were kind of saying, "Hey, it would be kind of dope to actually have it televised and see what's going on with it." And it will be. It'll be televised. We don't know who the captains will be. Of course, last year was LeBron and Steph.
This year will probably be
and Steph.
It can't be LeBron and Steph because they both from the West Coast.
It'll probably be like Kyrie and LeBron.
But it's a fan vote, remember?
But it's still whoever leads in the West and whoever leads in the East, and then they break it down.
So who'll be in the East then?
Joel Embiid.
Embiid, Giannis.
Kyrie.
Kawhi.
If he stopped throwing balls and stop being salty.
Maybe Kawhi. Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I can see Kawhi being
No, that wouldn't be dope because I would not want to hear him pick his draft.
I want to pick.
I don't even know where he's sitting at.
Who? What's his name? What's that boy name play for? That's how Kyrie gonna be. Not Kyrie, but Kawhi. Anybody, I don't care. Just pick him. We still gonna win. So, I'll go in. If anything, it'll probably be Embiid or Giannis.
I think it would be Embiid. I think Embiid for sure.
Because he's from Philly.
I mean, he
will get the fan vote.
He got the most personality in the East right now.
So. Did he post up him out of here and get dunked on last night?
He did.
He did. He
did get. He
got dunked up by Dantes too.
I mean, it was really an offensive foul. We're gonna call it spade a spade. He held his arm down. That's an offensive foul, but it looked nice.
Hey, get out the way.
He held his arm down, and if he didn't hold that man's arm down, he would have ended up on his back. I don't see him getting dunked on by a lighter skinned gentleman that's not from America.
Man, he is from America. He was born here.
I was about to say.
He was born here.
His daddy wasn't. He was.
His dad from overseas, not him.
Come on, Trump. Come on.
We ain't trying to take him away.
We ain't trying to put him over the border.
We ain't trying to send his daddy back and he can stay.
What's his last name?
Sabonis.
There we go. So
this man with every foreigner. Come on, man.
I mean, Luka is a foreigner. He couldn't. He's not going. We're in Atlanta. It's the Black Mecca.
You gotta get a chance to get fair skin, brothers.
I mean, this is the fairest skin I got. You know what I'm saying? This is the best I can do is us. This is the best I can do is us, dog. The best I can do is us.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So
you can't be in that conversation, dog.
So what I want to know from you two gentlemen, I'm gonna get mine as well. Who you see as your all-star starters? Give me 5 people. And because it can be a blend of East and West, you don't have to stick to just one conference, East or West.
Say less. Like realistically, or like who would I pick?
Who you want to see on the same team?
Because of course, if I can't have LeBron, Steph, and KD on the same team, because clearly they gonna get probably 1, 2, and 3 in terms of picks.
Maybe not.
But if I had to, for some reason, I just really want to see Dame play with Bron. So I would go with Dame, KD, Bron. I think Devin Booker gonna make the All-Star game this year. Kid gets buckets.
But they really
He might be in one of them skills challenges. The way that
he'll be a skills challenge. That boy ain't no All-Star game.
Listen.
Not yet.
Long as he get
All-Star
about
talent for sure.
I about to say, long as he get by 22 a game, he might be able to make it. Cause John Wall ain't gonna make it the way they looking. Bradley Beal ain't gonna make it.
Not East and West no more though.
I know.
So
That's why I said if it ain't East and West, then
if your homie picking, your homie can pick it. No matter what your record
it's
is.
really gonna be hard for you to get in if it's not East and West.
No,
So
they still gotta be
a certain amount.
Yeah, you still got to be voted in.
They
Just the teams.
they getting saved by that. But yeah, so I say Dame at the 1, Jimmy Buckets at the 2.
Jimmy, you heard his name, Jimmy?
Minnesota Turmoil. I mean,
Nah.
Man.
Bron at the 3, KD at the 4, AD at the 5.
Not bad.
That is one long team.
you might as well go ahead and take your fine. Be like the Joker, like with every day, no homo. He got fined.
Who did?
The Joker.
Oh yeah, he did. I heard about that. So my 5, I'm going. Dang, I want to take a big team. Giannis, Steph, KD. I need a 5. Embiid. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Headband Bron.
Headband Bron.
Headband.
I want to see Embiid, of course. I want Embiid. I want Giannis. I want Ben Simmons. I want Kawhi Leonard. And I want Steph.
So you got a shooter. Okay.
You have one shooter.
One shooter.
Yeah.
Everybody else going to the cup.
Everybody goes to the cup. And
Kawhi can put that thing up. He can put that thing
Kawhi
up.
goes to mid ranges.
My man JoJo can put that thing up too, man. He can put them threes up from the top of the.
He will. It ain't about putting them up. It's putting them in.
He's gonna make another question.
He
problem.
can definitely put them up. So we know we know that the All-Star game will be in Charlotte. Be looking forward to that.
We'll be in Charlotte.
We'll be out there in Charlotte. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, I believe it's on the 19th. It's the 19th, I believe. I think All-Star Weekend starts the 16th, and the game is that Sunday, the 19th, I believe it is, something like that. We'll catch y'all up there. We'll be up there. The NBA city jerseys have dropped, and they've been coming out sporadically. So they all haven't dropped. As we were talking briefly off air, some actually just dropped. So unfortunately, we don't have them for you just as of yet. But the Clippers just recently dropped theirs. You can go, you can check that out on the Clippers Instagram social media pages. The Lakers just recently dropped theirs as well.
They just dropped theirs today.
Yeah, they just literally dropped theirs within the last hours. So we don't have those for you. But there are a few dope ones that have dropped so far, and 2 that really stick out to me are Minnesota. Minnesota kind of has it's like the blackish, purplish. They're tributes to Prince, so I think that's real dope.
Smooth.
And then Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets did something dope as well. They'll have the Coogee sweater outlines, giving tributes to Biggie, doing tributes to Biggie Small. Out of the jerseys,
I thought those were so dope. You gonna lie to you?
It's dope how even the Sixers, like the Sixers one is kind of plain to me, but it's dope because it's they paying tribute to Rocky and Creed, so it's like it's gray. Almost like the robe that Rocky wore coming out for all his fights and whatnot. So it's dope how teams are actually incorporating different things in their cities with the jerseys right now. I
was trying to get where the black and gold came from here. Cause I was really kind of confused.
Well, that's not their city jersey. That's not their the Hawks.
They don't have released yet. Then.
That's their 50th anniversary jersey. Yeah, that's their 50th anniversary jersey. They haven't released theirs yet. Last year was that black and Volt John.
Yeah, that was hard.
Jeezy released
Jeezy
that
jerseys,
one.
yeah.
The Hawks haven't released that one yet, so hopefully they give us a sneak peek sooner than later.
I need one. Zach, I need one.
But we haven't had an opportunity to see them. What's out of the jerseys that have hit the airwaves so far? What have been the dopest to you, gentlemen?
Minnesota for me.
That's so perfect. It's cold.
That one, that joint was dope. The one we just looked at, the Lakers, those are dope. They paying tribute to Magic Johnson. I like those. Now I didn't personally like these, but they caught my eye, like, cause they look trash. But Cleveland's,
Cleveland's dropped this morning as well. They're kind of blue and orange.
I don't like them joints.
I don't like
the
them.
little.
They look like the Power Rangers.
Then they have at the bottom, but they kept it kind of plainish, like how they used to have it. It was kind of a little hint of now. Could have been hard, but that little wave they have. I wasn't really. With
I wasn't feeling those.
You spoke earlier about Denver's. Denver's is pretty.
Denver's
hard.
jerseys are hard.
Denver's
jerseys are hard.
I didn't even see Denver's yet.
They had like the little.
It's almost like a tribute to their old one, kind of, but it looks digital.
It's kind of light.
Oh,
all the colors
with the multicolored.
Yeah, the multicolored
Okay,
jerseys.
all right, that would
Those
be
are
dope.
slick. I like Memphis city jerseys.
Okay.
Theirs was slick.
Have you gentlemen seen the Bucks ones? They only released
I
that
saw
one. It's like yellow.
I saw them on 2K.
It almost looked like they
see
playing a
them on
tribute to
2K.
Greece or something. I thought they was giving Giannis some love with the way they look.
Bro, you gotta look. It's got kind of the Harley Davidson kind of feel to them. That thing's cold. I saw them on 2K. Shout out to 2K. Good little plug.
Lord.
So you can check that out on NBA.com. There's, like I say, still sporadically releasing some. The Kings, the Cavs, both teams, and Lakers released theirs today. So there's still all the NBA teams have yet to release their jerseys. They haven't done so, but some teams will start wearing them as of this weekend. Some teams will start wearing them on the 9th. So that'll be pretty dope to see. And teams will still continue to unveil and give us sneak peeks of what their jerseys are going to look like. We're going to move up to Boston. For a moment. And speak of a gentleman who's been kind of scary over the last few weeks. They called him Scary Terry.
Halloween over, buddy.
Terry Rozier. There were rumors, and it's quite kind of unique too. He put an end to the rumors briefly, at least from his perspective, saying that he never came out of his mouth and said this. But there's been a lot of rumors going around that he's not happy about his minutes. Of course, Boston in itself has kind of an all-star team roster with Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward coming back.
Tatum,
of course,
Brown.
Tatum, Brown, as you mentioned.
Smart.
So Terry Rozier's minutes have decreased significantly. Now he's saying he's a team player. He's not worried about that. As long as his team has the opportunity to get to the championship, that's all he cares about.
Good.
Sounds wonderful. There are a few teams who already have kind of been inquiring. The Spurs, the Cavs, the Pacers.
That's not bad look either.
Cavs need everybody.
We heard director Amart throw out a little while ago the Sixers. Sixers need scoring. They need
It's not bad.
Yeah,
a
Sixers
player
need a
out
lot
there.
of help.
Do you gentlemen believe that Scary Terry is hoping to be traded? And
Yeah.
on another note, where do you think he would be a great fit?
He probably wants to get traded because he already know that Kyrie about to get all the money this summer. Al about to get all the money this summer. They don't have enough money for you. So he feels himself as a starter after he had a good second half of the end of the season in the playoffs. So he probably views himself as a starter. Kind of Dennis Schroeder syndrome. So I think a good fit for him. Maybe Phoenix. They do need a point. Definitely San Antonio, I can see him fitting there because I don't have DeJounte Murray. And
He can't shoot.
He can't shoot. He drive, but your point guard is Patty Mills. And
I like Patty.
off the
He's a
bench.
scorer,
Yeah,
though.
off the bench, he's
I like
come off the
Patty.
bench, but not to be not my starting point guard. So I see Phoenix, San Antonio. If y'all can get him in Philly, that'd be a good look. But I think more or less I said Phoenix or San Antonio.
I was disappointed that Philly didn't pick up Jamal Crawford when they had the opportunity.
You said it. See, you said. You know what I'm saying? You listen to me, man.
Of course, I mean, I would say behind closed doors, of course, he wants to be traded. He got used to, being in the starting lineup, having success, in the playoffs, playing big minutes in big situations, and now you're relegated to like a backup of a backup. You know what I mean? So you're back in the role that you starting out last year because Kyrie's healthy. Marcus Smart is going to do what he got to do. So yeah, there's not enough minutes for you to
shine.
Yeah, so in a good place for him. I mean, Philly would be a nice spot for him. He's a gritty player, and I feel like that fits. The city would definitely love him. I would say the Knicks. Honestly, I know that they got Trey up there, but
yeah, Trey, Frank, Emmanuel.
Yeah, they got
Emmanuel. I don't really believe in Emmanuel. Frank, I think is like a combo guard
Frank,
type.
how you say that? What last name?
Ntilikina.
Yeah,
or you can say it like Steph, Nicaragua.
He bust Trey ass last night.
Who bust Trey ass last night?
Frank.
Ntilikina.
No comment.
Don't be biased, man.
He fouled out.
That's not hard.
Take that L. He out there hacking. That's what he was out there
fouled
doing.
out?
He fouled out.
He fouled out, but he got a W, so it's all that matters.
Frank Niggerina, as Steph Curry calls it. You know what I'm saying?
He beat Frank Niggerina, but he got the Frank win. So and they got 2 wins on the Stanks. So you know.
Well, the thing is,
they
need to be doing what the Hawks doing and trying to tank the damn selves. They're not making the playoffs. So
they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do. Because it's gonna come a point where with Trey, you're gonna have to pay him because I don't think they gave him a new contract. Yeah, they're gonna have to pay him.
He was on his 2-way contract.
Right.
He just started to look good though, quite honestly. He might be a late bloomer.
That's what I'm saying.
He was almost.
You're gonna have to make a decision about him.
Almost out the league.
Frank, he's on his rookie deal, so you're fine.
Emmanuel's on his rookie deal.
Emmanuel, but he's on the tail end of his.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to make a decision.
This may be the last year of his.
You're gonna have to make a decision on him. So you're gonna have to make a decision there. Tim out there looking good though, but
Tim is taking all the shots. That's why.
Hey,
I mean, he's against his former team. He
he
said post game he was asked by a reporter.
You take it personal?
No, it just what is it about? You know, why were you going so hard tonight? He's like, next question. Y'all know why I was going so hard. Next question. You know what I'm saying?
When they give him a contract, that's what it is.
True enough.
I ain't got no problem with that. Everybody who got left the Hawks come back and kill the Hawks. Lou.
I liked Tim Hardaway when he was here. I thought he was a good player. I did, but I honestly think it was the best thing for both teams. Like they're not looking. He has the talent to be an elite guard in the NBA. He does. I think he needs to take better shots. Last night he shot 8 for 22, but he went to the foul line 20 times.
He was real aggressive. He was real aggressive.
20 times.
I was shocked about her. That's like 20 times.
The refs were a little friendly. I can say it, friendly as hell for that to be a road team. They shot like 17 more foul shots than the home team.
H is happy.
I mean, H is a Jets fan, so I mean, the Knicks gave him something. Who they play? Jets this week?
Jets played the Clark Atlanta Panthers.
Oh, that's an L for them. All right.
We'll talk about the Jets in a moment. Me, I can see as Director Amart said, I can see the Sixers. I can see him go there.
Even Orlando.
The teams that are inquiring, but I would rather him go. Orlando could
actually
use him,
Indiana.
But why? I was gonna say that. Why go to Indiana? You got Oladipo over there.
Oladipo's your two.
You got Collison over there.
Man, Collison ain't really gonna take you nowhere. If you could get Terry and Terry plays at his potential.
So would you see him being a starter in Indiana? That's what I'm trying to think of a team where he could be a starter. Do you think he could be a starter in Indiana, or is he going to do the same?
Because they're all about the same at this point right now. They're all about the same. But Collison pretty much maxed out his potential. He's gonna be what he's gonna be.
He's older.
They got the younger Holiday brother, so we'll see what he becomes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there, and then you got Sabonis. He out there putting people on posters. You know,
the foreigner.
You know, yeah. He out
here American.
They trying to get
that
people back.
American. The boy born in Portland, I think.
Oh yeah, that's definitely foreign territory out there, the Greater Northwest.
Oh my gosh,
the USA.
You gonna have to let that go. You gonna have to let that go.
Everybody got a foreign name. It's foreign. What could be Kennesaw, Georgia? That boy foreign.
He foreign. He was born in Grady. What you mean?
He foreign.
Look at his name.
Man, foreign. No. Martinez. He foreign.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You gotta let that go.
Finally, in NBA news, something that I've been very happy to see so far this NBA season.
I said it too, Ball. I said it too.
You know, we've done a lot of talking, of course, about the Minnesota Timberwolves because of Jimmy Butler and Karl Anthony Towns and that whole hoopla. But one of the greater stories has been the play of Derrick Rose. Is Derrick Rose back, gentlemen? 50 points the other night. Last night, he nearly single-handedly beat the Lakers. He was fouled on that last play by Tyson Chandler. That was Tyson Chandler had two fouls. He pushed off Karl Anthony Towns to get a rebound, no call. Then he fouled.
Hey, those are vet moves right there. That's a vet move.
Old man
right
move.
there.
I was like, God, bro.
Yeah, he smacked the hell out of Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose smacked the hell out of that man.
Listen,
but is Derrick Rose back, gentlemen?
Yeah. I'm saying that straight up. Derrick Rose back, dog.
He said he feels healthy as he's felt.
He ain't had no off season. This is his first off season in 6 years. The man said it was his first off season without rehabbing in 6 years. I was like,
that's real.
That's crazy.
Is it the dress? Is it the baby dress?
I don't know. The boy came back.
I think it might low key. It might just be peace of mind. Like he's not under a whole lot of pressure. Just go out there and ball.
The limelight not all on him no more.
Yeah,
he never let the limelight.
Nobody expects you to be MVP Rose no more. Like just go out there and hoop.
Go be 6-man Rose.
Just go hoop.
You said he said he wanted to win a 6-man.
And
Lou Will told him to chill, young fella.
You got that bag.
Chill,
that's
young
my lane. That's my lane.
That's his whole career lane, right?
Chill, young fella. That was funny to me.
For me. That's what I'm saying. But I can see D-Rose back. Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching D Rose early this season. It's been, I pray to God that he stays healthy. I pray to God that it was not another one of those.
This is the most aggressive I've seen.
He's been going to the cup, and his jump shot looks like he
put arc on it finally.
He was jumping. I was like, thank you. You know how to shoot the basketball now. It took you 10 years, but god dang, by time.
Hey,
he's still young.
It took MJ.
He's same age as me.
Still young.
Yeah. You still got time.
He got plenty of time. He got plenty of time. As long as he stay healthy, do his thing, he'll be fine.
And
they gonna have to pay that man because if he keep playing like this, he gonna have to get that money back that he took. I'm saying
he took some cheese off.
Now he did steal some money from Chicago. Them injury riddled years.
It's all Tibbs' fault. It's all Tibbs' fault. Blame Tibbs.
He's back with Tibbs. So Tibbs.
I'm about to say Tibbs he trusts. So hey, but he keep going like this, he gonna be right back in the thick of things. I mean, he might not be thinking about 6-man next year if he keep playing like this.
That boy's balling. I've been pleasantly shocked, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been great to see. Keep it up, Derrick Rose. We'll be right back. We got a lot more to talk about. We're gonna talk about some NFL news. Take a brief break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.